was almost like right from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Before I did anything else, I was going to straighten this leg and clear this hip.
Okay.
So like the hip's going to be behind me.
Right.
I know it's not really there.
No, but that's the feel.
The feel.
Yeah.
The hip's going to be out of the way and behind me at impact.
Okay.
And
as long as your arms are getting back to your linkage window soon enough, that's a great feel to have.
Yeah.
That feel doesn't work when you're leaving your arms behind.
Yeah.
So as soon as you feel like I've been putting the work in, I'm getting my arms forward, you can start to clear more.
I work on narrowing my stance a little bit.
Okay.
I figured that it's going to make it easier to not.
Yeah, so wider stances invite more lateral motion, and narrower stances invite more rotation or clearing. So, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Like, I think I see more people with too wide of stances than I see people with too narrow stances.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. And again, I would say, going forward, I think you should divide your time spent on the range between maintenance and play feels.
Yeah.
And like, ideally, every day you practice, start off with maintenance and finish up with play. It could be 50-50, it could be 75-25, it could be 25-75, depending on how you're feeling and where you are. Like when you're in a really good playing stretch, keeping the feels that are good feels for playing is more important than maintenance at that point.
Yeah.
But a little, hey, I'm going to do a few of my maintenance things just so I don't lose touch with them is important. And then all of a sudden I don't have the feel, I'm lost. Back to more training, but always finish off with play feels.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing I've been doing a little bit of, making sure I'm get this and only go back to about here.
Mm-hmm. Keeping the arms in front at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then just right through.
Yeah, and again, even though you're more in the middle of same to same. If anything, your hand path though is shorter on the backstroke and longer on the follow through side, even though like they're closer to same. So doing the short to long on purpose can always be beneficial for you. And are you finding that are you finding that, see, there's one, like if you start to get those, I would say more right hand on the club.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the rehearsals with linkage to even a little bit up into exit is getting so comfortable that it's like it's easy to focus on it? You don't have to concentrate so much. It's just a focus.
It is feeling more.
Yeah. And again, that's a sure sign that, okay, I can add more of the clearing or something else in there because your mind is accepting it. If it's easy to focus on, your mind's accepted it, right?
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of good, and because there's a lot of good, it's more a matter of, you know, how do I stay organized to keep all this in my game?
Yeah.
Not what new do I need to do, but like, and you have to kind of read yourself. Is it better to be more dogmatic and disciplined like a Bernard Langer to keep it, right? Or is it better to, or like a Tom Kite from old, right? The mechanics guy, right? Or are you better off, you know, having enough of that to keep in touch with it and be more into the play feels, but know that the play feels are going to change and come and go, so you got to be willing to find them a little bit more often. Like, you got to read yourself. What's the best way of staying organized going forward? Yeah. Yeah. You know, stronger release, so tighter fade that time.
Yeah, that would fit really well.
Yeah, absolutely, and good flow in it as well. And like, my wish for you is you get to the point where you can give me your stock fade like that 75-80% of the time, and then go, but hey, watch this, I'll give you the bleeder cut now. Hey, watch this, I'll give you a little draw.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not as good as getting the draw and the bleeder cut on target as I'd like to be, but those are kind of defensive shots anyway, aren't they? So, and I would say the one thing that's changed, and it leads to that being short and quick like that, is stopping the backswing shorter when you practice that, say too much. Let's say we've gotten too much of that in. Your shoulder turn won't turn as much. Yeah. So you want to stop the arm swing, but you still want to get their shoulders to 90.
Yeah.
And when they get short of 90, then your tempo gets thrown off.
Yep.
Yeah, really good. Really good. That's stock right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say like the swings where you want your hip turn deep, but the swings where your chest turns enough are the ones where it's easy to get good tempo.
Yeah.
And then if your feeling of your arms in front and your linkage is strong enough, then it's time to add the clear in there, which is part of the exit, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you exit well if you don't get that clear feel that you were talking about?
Right. Right.
Yeah, I love that.
When I'm hitting the ball well, it it's more of a driving shot.
Yeah, they're more penetrating because when you get, number one, when you get your arms far enough forward that you push. When you're pushing, it's more driving. When you're pulling, they're more spinning.
Yeah.
Right? So your arms get far enough forward that you feel like you're pushing from behind your arms. That happens, number one. But because not just your arms are pushing, when you get your arms here, if you don't clear this out of the way, you don't feel like you can get your right side into the push move, right?
Right.
But when this clears and your arms are linked up, it's almost like the right side of your body is pushing everything through, right? With your arms being in front of the right side and the ball being sort of in front of your arms, right? So and there's just one where your hands were back behind the linkage, mark when you released it.
Yeah.
So like that's the oops, I just pulled it there. Yep, same thing. So I just don't feel like you got even though you may have been trying to get the feel of your arms more forward, you didn't get the hands forward enough to really feel like the right side of the body was pushing the hands through. They were kind of going through with the right hip, not in front of the right hip. Yeah. Yeah. And really,
right at my target.
Yeah, exactly. Understanding exactly what happened, what was the true cause and effect when the pull shows up or the spinny right shot shows up. That's key.
Right.
Because if you're guessing, you're not going to get back on track, are you?
No.
You get a couple of those lefties show up, you get up to here, and you say, I'm just going to hold this and clear. Like it's Alex Noren does crazy stuff all the time, right? But then he doesn't ever look like that when he swings. But instead of get to here and, I've said that we want it extended, that's ideal. But if I went to here and I cleared and extended my arms, but I didn't release the club, that would be on the fade side of things.
Right.
And you can always work from that side back to what you want, right? Like if you have a late release and they're cutting more than you want, that doesn't bother you.
No.
You can get that one back, okay? Yeah, I like that.
That was good coming over.
It was cleared really well. Really linked up well, too.
Yeah.
So what do you feel on that one?
I felt like my arms were behind, but I didn't. My arms were late.
Yeah, so there's that late hold off the face because I'm late and I don't want to go left, which causes extra right.
Yeah.
Funny how the big left and the big right both happen when you're well out of your linkage window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, really good.
I felt like I had really good linkage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so also realize, like, see how that started right of that first barber's pole? You know, everything else equal, right? The further forward I am in the linkage window, the more it starts to the right. And the further back I am in the linkage window, the more it starts to the left. You know, that's literally just going to change where my path is and then what my face-to-path relationship is, just where I am in that window. And that's why we have to have a start window, not a start line.
Yeah.
Right? And I would. And I would say that when you're watching your swing from the down the line view, anytime the shaft or the slot looks a little bit outside ideal, again, you're not ever way outside, but because you always drop it in a little. But if it looks a little bit outside of ideal and you're getting pulls, it's not actually because of the arm action and the slotting action itself. Those are the swings you don't turn deep enough on.
Okay.
Like on this one, turn your chest extra deep.
Okay.
And let's see where, and given everything else equal, let's see where the ball goes.
Yeah.
It won't be a pull, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I mean, those two were both hit.
Great. Like those are, you know, as close to perfect as you're going to get consistently. And you know that, hey, they're good, but they're not ideal, then most likely your chest turn's not deep enough.
Yeah.
Just got to be good at knowing those tells, okay?
Yeah. And the one thing I did, and again, I think this is more of a Band-Aid than anything, but like Sunday when I couldn't find anything, I finally thought, I need to lead with this right elbow.
Yeah, now
Impact.
that's a feel, right? Because your bad golf, that's a great thing for you to feel, because your bad golf, we know that this goes up and it drops in. Your bad golf is when this fires and this elbow's stuck behind you too much.
Yeah.
Now, technically it comes down on the side and then it goes in front. That's what has to happen. But if you get it behind your seam line, you're never going to catch up.
No.
So there are times where you feel like you got to tuck it just to get it in the right window.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's a feel, so nothing wrong with that. Whether you knew it or not, like you went like this. You made a move like this to show me this tuck feel, to get ready for it. Well, if this goes up like this, a curl, and you feel like this is tucked a little and you turn, there's no way your arm can be too far behind you.
Right.
Right? It's when you travel your arm away from you in this direction that it gets behind you.
It's behind me.
So that feel of this is, I'm
Right.
feeling more of this, is a good feel too. Whether you're feeling the tuck feel with it or not, that's the feel of it. If I go like this and I turn 90 degrees, my arm's still in front of me enough. So that's
who was it that had an injury and actually swung that way for a while?
The guy I remember.
He won an amateur, and then he's been a decent pro.
Ryan Moore did the preset.
That's what I'm talking
Ryan
about.
Moore did the preset that way with his wrist for sure.
Yeah.
What'd you feel on that one?
It didn't feel
That was not the stuck behind you
bad.
push.
No.
Because that was hammered.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you hammered it and you pushed it, you wanna then assess one of two things. Did it push and cut? Did it cut as much as it pushed? Let's put it to you that way.
No.
No. So if it cuts as much as it pushed, I just left the face open. Okay? So if it pushes more and cuts less, then, and you know you weren't this, you were further up in the linkage window than you've been for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I love to see that one because I know you're pushing the limits for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know that it was right because it was hammered,
Yeah.
it was pushed, but it had the right amount of fade on it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because I was going to say that swing actually
Felt great.
felt good.
Yeah, absolutely. So that one, you had I don't know if you could feel it. You had a little pulling of the arms down.
Okay.
You didn't push through. Again, like that was, like there's a lot of good in that, but something was not quite
Something
right.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
And I actually felt like maybe I didn't get quite as much chest or shoulder turn.
I would agree. And maybe the compensation for not enough of that was just pulling the arms down in front.
Yeah.
You know, when you have plenty of room, right? Like if my chest only went like this, kind of hard to push in enough time from there, right? So I pull out of it. Whereas if I have all this time and space, it's easy to push through it.
Yeah.
So pushers actually need to make sure that they have plenty of time and space, and like we've said in the past, especially up here.
Yeah.
Right? If I don't have room to push into it and I enough time and space to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay? But again, a lot of good in that because you've been doing a lot of good things.
Yeah, none of these drives have been...
They're not going to hurt you.
They're not going to hurt me.
Yeah. And I'm not going to pipe everyone anyway.
Right.
Not every day.
This is going to be a good swing. I would also say this is more drivers than I usually don't hit a tremendous amount of drivers
Yeah, in practice,
in
right.
practice because I feel like it
Well,
at some point it kind of I don't know
it
where
wears you out, and then you miss them, and then you got lack of confidence.
But
This is where, like Nicholas said, as soon
and you
as
start
got
over swinging.
Yeah, as soon as you got the feel, stop.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, one more.
Ooh, yeah. That was. Ooh, yeah. That was ripped.
I really made an effort to post up.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you're at a point now where it's time to focus more on that again.
Yeah.
Okay? And as long as you're deep enough and you're in linkage, you can post as hard as you want.
Yeah. Because I think sometimes when I have a tendency to really work on getting this
You
back,
forget about
I forget about this.
That's right. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, absolutely. All right.